Saturday afternoon, and I don't know what the hell we doing today. It's been a few weeks since I saw you.
Right.
You know,
man, look here.
but this is the In the Know podcast with your boy Jaycutta.
Yeah.
Me, I'm T the Chef. Man, but I think this is gonna be the standing on business episode today, man, because we got some stuff to just talk about.
That's right.
Just you got the woo-saw today.
Yeah.
Because some of this ain't making no sense.
Right.
Nowhere,
Right.
no way, shape, or form.
Right.
You know, and you're going to hear me rattling goodies because, you know, hey, it is what it is.
Snack mania.
Snack
Indeed.
mania.
That's crazy.
But,
But,
what's going on with you?
Man, not a whole lot, man. Just wanted to shout out Asia Wilson, though. Old girl balling in the WNBA, breaking records, making history. Shout out to that South Carolina alumni.
And,
You know.
even though she may be a Gamecock,
Right. We forgive her for that.
hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
you know.
I'm still rocking with South Carolina women's basketball.
Women's basketball, that's
is
top.
it.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Now, when it comes to, we know what it is when it comes to
Yeah,
the pigskin.
football.
Yeah, it's
a little different.
It's a little different. It's a whole.
Gotta get to the swamp, baby. Gotta get to the swamp. We coming out this year.
We draining the swamp.
We coming out this year.
We
We
draining the
back,
swamp.
baby. We gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? This is a message for the Alabama people, you know, that talk to me like they at the shop all the time.
Oh, to my right.
Disrespectful.
Rod God.
Very disrespectful.
Alabama.
Very disrespectful.
Yeah, he make you want to put him in the
You
headlock.
hear what I'm saying? Terrible rascal. I'm telling you. Man.
That's my man, though. Shout out to Rod the God.
It's all love. It's all love. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's so crazy. Dude called, he was like, say, yo, Jay, man, I'm watching a dude roll cigars right now. Right now. Well, I got you. I'm bringing you some back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He got back and he had the cigars and they were in like a wooden box. It was crazy. I was like, dang, what's up? But it's like some people, when you're actually yourself around them,
Mm-hmm.
they can't handle that on a regular basis. So it's like people wonder why you don't really fool with them or mess with them like that. You know what I'm saying? It's because I don't have time to adjust to how you feeling. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you can't take me as I am every day that I'm around you, don't be around me. Cause you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, come on, y'all, this is the ninth inning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you changing? It's the ninth inning. It's over.
Right.
You are who you are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the part about it. It just seems like you would think with a cat being that grown, because we tend to associate age with growth.
Right, which is wrong.
Which is totally wrong.
Totally wrong.
Dead. I mean, that's crazy. But you can't, for the same reason that people may tend to like you, other people are gonna use it as they wall to leave you alone. You get what I'm saying? And you got people out here who just reconcile them out, and people love it. They can't wait till they post something on social media or till they show up at the club and got some gossip and all this, and they love them. Well, that's my people. Understand why you like them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right,
But
right.
just know, other folks tend not to deal with them for those exact same reasons.
Right. Now, see, back in the day, it was different. And what we were talking about before we got on, we was talking about social media. You were saying how buddy said social media was going to tear us down.
Right.
You think about back in the day, all of the shenanigans that go on online, they didn't have a place back in the day. So it was like, if you couldn't perform those shenanigans around a group of cats that hung out with you or you hung out with them, whatever the case was, on the regular, if you couldn't drop that information in the cipher while we're there,
Right.
it didn't mean anything back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It was just an opinion that you had.
Right.
But technology is a weapon. So now you don't just have an opinion, you have an opinion with an outlet. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So now you got a weapon to go with that foolishness that back in the day,
you didn't have.
it wouldn't have gotten any traction. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because it was like, well, you was just around everybody, but you didn't say none of that.
Right.
So ain't none of that true. We know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But online, you don't even have to be around. You can just post it, and it automatically
it's gonna take off.
jumps off. You know what I'm saying?
And see, and that's what people didn't.
It's crazy.
Like I had somebody ask me about our growth,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, look, if we wanted to be a podcast that was especially black men versus black women on every topic, we'd have blown up months ago.
Long time ago.
It just ain't our lane. Not to say that we couldn't do it, but why should we?
Yeah,
Because that is the mecca of when you look at podcasts now.
Mm-hmm.
There are very few that come out outside of that teardown. It's either gonna be that, or it's gonna be somebody talking about sex the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, I'm half a century. Like, there's nothing else that you're gonna say that's gonna interest me about that topic. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, what's weird was weird. What was weird then is weird now. I mean, let it do whatever it's gonna do.
Right.
So those just two lanes that we just not gonna go down. I don't care nothing about so much popping off and being viral and being this big whatever. The thing is this: when we started this, we talked about it. We wrote it down. We had meetings before we really, we had a list of topics and things that we wanted to discuss to get out to the people, man. Because it's so much either misinformation or no information.
Yeah.
So that's it. The way I look at it is, if it takes me to get to, if them same 89 people don't go past 89 people, we know it's 89 people that when that bell ching and it say it's a new episode, they own it.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't understand is, I get most of our comments about our show through text messages. People text me what they thought about the episode. Right. You get what I'm saying? And that's
more personal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's fine. If you feel like you don't want to put it out there, on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, if you got my number, text it to me. I'm more than happy to read it, and I take the critique like everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Cause that's what we here for.
Yeah.
And to me, I think with any kind of content creator, and especially the people who do have podcasts, you're putting a lot on the line of yourself when you do a show. Mm-hmm. Okay? Everything becomes vulnerable. There's people that's looking up your name that ain't never looked up your name.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They're trying to figure out what all they can get on you, what they can say about your spouse or your kids or whatever. It's just that is what comes along with it.
Yeah.
It's just what happens. Okay? But the thing about it is, I'm willing to take all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. You can critique, you can do that. Like I said, that's just what some people do. But
yeah,
we're going to continue to do, in a sense, and I know it may even sound egotistical, but we're going to continue to do what we want to do.
Right. It's kind of like the government. I mean, if we want to keep it, we want to keep it 100, let everybody understand what we're saying.
Right.
Well, it's like the government. The government doesn't ask you nothing.
Nothing.
They do things and you adjust. You either mess with them or you go underground.
Right.
It's one of the two. So it's the same thing when you have focus and you have a purpose and a mission. Guess what? You stick with that, and what don't stick to you falls off. It is what it is. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's something out there for everybody. Everybody likes something. Right. You know what I'm saying? It might be, unicorns with smelly feet. You're going to get somebody to click on that site and say, boy, I got to see them unicorns
with the smelly
feet. I got to see it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's people, it's enough people in the world to go around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's enough. And it's also, once you get into purpose, though, like we was talking about, it's bigger than just an audience. It becomes, are you doing what you set out to do? You know what I'm saying? That's why I really rock with that concept of not thinking about who's listening, who's not, because it's about the vehicle.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I ain't worried about who's riding in the vehicle. I need the vehicle ready though. The vehicle's still gonna be moving. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even
Regardless of who's riding. Right.
It had no passengers. Guess what? The vehicle is still gonna move because eventually someone needs a ride.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why our topics will reach out to whoever they need to, whether it's now, 6 months, whatever the case.
Right.
However long it takes. But like I say, I just think that's one of the things that we overlook a lot of times is that we are not from the microwave age. So therefore we can't get things in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? We were from the age where you had to warm the stove.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Unless you was on top of that thing.
You had to put some ingredients in a bowl.
Yeah, but you had to do something.
You had to mix it up.
You know, you couldn't just
put it in the oven.
Ding.
And look, and let it ride for an hour.
Yeah.
You can then check on it.
Gotta check on it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
but that's where we were from.
That's
you know?
that, and that's what we
versus
used to.
what we got going now.
You know, so and I also, this is going to be a myriad of different guests that you're going to see coming through there. You know, we got a show lined up for next week. We reached out early enough to make sure everybody was here, and then some of you guys are going to get either a text message, a call, or inbox from me or Jay, and be like, look, we got this show that we think you'll be a good fit for. Go and jump in.
Yeah.
But eventually, and we praying on this, his daughter's gonna actually take up being our booking agent because we just running.
Yeah.
You know, we running and gunning, but we looking like them late '80s Lakers. You know what I mean? Just running and gunning. Got a lot of stuff going on, but I ain't gonna cry about what's on my plate because the goal was to eat, and as you can see, I don't miss no meals. So
right.
So I mean, it's wide open, and it's a platform, and we just gonna keep bringing what we know to bring, brother.
And on that note of the subjects, y'all, if you have a specific subject that you'd like to hear us address or
come on the show and talk about it. Yeah.
Hit us up. Drop your topic. Drop your information. Whatever you need to do, just make it known. Because really and truly, this is not you have to be popular to be heard type thing. It's really the exact opposite because the popular people already had their chance. So the things that aren't fixed, they weren't going to fix anyway. So it's for the regular people who know regular people who do regular things, but know irregular information. You know what I'm saying?
People who do regular people that do extraordinary things quietly. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot.
But it's just,
you don't have to worry about the size of your orders. Just make sure it's the right one.
Yeah, you have a large, because it's the we were working on the wrong multiplication, and because I think about something like anytime a person is set to do something, the number of people that they can reach just themselves is limitless. So you get a small group of people with the same mentality that are willing to reach who they can, help who they can, stand for who they can, whatever the case may be. Then see you've built a team. Then you built a core. You know what I'm saying? You really have established some stuff because the thing of it all is, only thing that makes people family is your mindset. A lot of people call you family all the time. No, we're just related. But see, the thing about it is, when you share thoughts of the same, kind of like, I guess you could say, from the same place mentally. If you're on the same page, you could be a person that is not blood related, but we function as family because of our ideas and our thoughts. Right. So we gotta quit getting sidetracked with wanting people to do what you know they're not gonna do. Okay? I mean, you can change your clothes, color your car, you can change furniture, but you'll never ever change a person. So my gift today is quit arguing with people when they show you who they are.
Believe them the first time.
Just believe them, and then place them wherever you're gonna place them. It's like that piece of furniture that you really don't sit on. You might keep it in the house, you might put it in a storage building. It just depends. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So you place people the same way.
Right.
You know, it's getting older. Perspectives have changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know we used to want to throw big parties and all this other stuff.
Now you don't even want to be bothered,
man. What the hell, fuck? I don't see you.
Right.
You don't function with me, so I can't invest that. If you know what I'm saying? Because the return is the fellowship. But we never fellowship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and I understand people be busy because life is a trip. You know what I'm saying? Life is life at all times.
Boy, at all times. It's on speed dial.
You have to have a priority list of things that you can do other than the stuff you have to. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a matter of the mindset is what we forget about, because people fall out too much. I'm still sick of seeing my people fall out with each other too much. When you know you can't function with these folks, leave them alone. Find someone else. We're just so caught up in not hurting somebody's feelings. Guess what? Your feelings don't matter when I can't get rest because you're stressing the hell out of me. So this is the thing. I'm going to help both of us.
By not being involved.
And not even be around you like that. You know what I'm saying? But when I see you, show you love. Honestly, it's just the fact that you can't do everything with everyone.
No.
You have to put people in their prospective places in your life in order to function in life. If not, you go crazy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And we're just so sensitive to the point where no one wants to hurt anyone's feelings. That means you haven't talked to me very often.
And on top of that, though,
it just have to be direct. I can't hold that stuff.
I can be direct. I can be direct with you.
Not be nasty.
Yeah, exactly. Without telling you down. Yeah. It's like, look, you know, it's you see it your way, and I see it mine. I appreciate and respect your opinion, but as far as us hanging out, they ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? And then just, you know, let it be whatever it's gonna be. I see you in the street, I'm still gonna speak. But as far as us going, hanging somewhere, or getting a meal, or something, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. And that's just what it is now. And I don't even think that right there for me didn't come with age. That's where I've always been. You know, and then the thing about it is, people gotta understand. I know a ton of people. I know a lot of people. Okay? But I guess between these two hands, I can guarantee you I'm gonna actually deal with it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's those that I might not see for years. And I can pick back up with them just like we were still in high school. So you got, in a sense, your niche people. You know who you jive with and who you don't. I just think what happened was, especially with social media, that people think that when it says add a friend, that we friends. And that ain't what that is. It should just be add an associate, add a new member, add something, but don't say friend. Because I don't know you, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we did go to school together. I don't know. And then even if we did go to school together, you still got to figure out what that relationship was when we went to school together. Yeah. Just because it just started throwing the people you may know. People you may know.
Hey, and you know what? Like the first time they put that up, they got me though, real deal. Because I was like, you know, I might know this joke.
Yeah, click. Yeah. And then, look, and 30 seconds after you hit click, guess what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Do you know about the government? The government giving away $36,000 grants. What? The government don't give away jack.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Fight for that.
Block, block, delete. Gotta go. You get what I'm saying? So
they out here with it.
Boy, they terrible with it. Yeah. And heck on my thing though, especially when they do the scamming part. Understand this: if you didn't talk to me in high school, and I done seen you on the street and you still don't speak,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way you're gonna be able to either send a friend request or you'll hit me in the inbox with some idea of yours to as a business opportunity.
Right.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, because that's crazy.
But that's just what that's just the madness of all of this is. You know, you just kind of giggle and just like, man, you know what? Blah.
Yeah.
Keep moving. You know, and it's just it's hilarious to me, though.
I was talking to a lady yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She's like our age.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a few ticks older, I ain't sure. But she was saying like, kind of like in agreement with me on something, because I was talking about technology now and how it has basically consumed a group of, you know what I'm saying, a certain age group or two.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally consumed, and it really, and the groups that it didn't consume, it still touched greatly because we lost the ability to remember phone numbers and all kind of stuff like that. So it's like it hit us too, but we had one thing I started to understand, especially with my daughter and different young people I was around. I understood one thing, that they were consumed by social media, not just social media, but the internet. Period. They were consumed. It basically became life because you think about it: school, online, with friends, online, shopping, online, laughing, online. You know what I'm saying? It formed a circle around
their
them,
community,
and that was their life now. So it's like, that's why I say theirs is different than ours, because I'm thankful for the groundwork we did when we didn't have anything like social media stuff. When we really had to have social skills, you had to be able to talk, you had to be able to do this, you had to do certain things, you had to be able to do face to face, or you couldn't function. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like now, it's like all kind of stuff, like job interviews. Cats come to job interviews looking like anything. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you didn't do that because you didn't think you would get the job. So it was like a lot of stuff has changed because now so much is acceptable. Because see, if a person gets turned down in certain areas and certain places for certain jobs or different things of that nature, but they can end up suing for, you know, discrimination, all this other stuff. So it's so much, the internet and social media and different things brought like a different level of everyday living that it's hard to match when you came from the non-existence of it. You see what I'm saying? Like we really literally, boy, was you, what's the name the other night? Boy, you missed it. Boy, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's all you had.
Right.
Was what that cat told you. You know what I'm saying, about what went on, unless you ran into someone else. But now you're on site with everything. See, the thing about this era right here, and I want everybody to hear this real clear. Social media and all of the online technologies, different things, okay, it has had its benefits. But man, it disconnected us so bad from reality, from consequences. It's everyone, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people really, and I'm not saying everyone, but I'm saying a lot of people have been placed basically in a computer bubble. It's like everything you do in here online is just you. It's just you. So you're doing any and everything. But see, when you had to go out here and mix it up in order to get that done, there were certain things you had to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It basically, it puts everybody in their own world, man. It's like, that's why their social skills are so low. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for them to talk. That's why they have so many breakdowns, anxiety, all this crap is out here, because they don't know how to talk anymore, don't know how to communicate anymore, because everything's channeled through here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So your brain is not operating like it used to. Mm-hmm. When you didn't have this, you had to use your brain as your computer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was your computer.
That was your computer.
You know what I'm saying? But now that you have one, the brain's lazy. A lot of muscles don't work. A lot of areas of the brain don't even function anymore. They've been shut down for so long. You know what I'm saying?
All right. But
you're so much smarter. Let them tell it.
Yeah.
But you're using less of your brain. But you're so much smarter. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, it's not that you're smarter. This generation is not that you're smarter. You're more dependent. See what I'm saying? You have a different source. We still had to look up and read stuff.
Ooh.
Huh? Do you hear me?
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Every household had a set of encyclopedias. Do you understand me?
Listen.
If they wasn't read, they was propping something up, but they were in the house.
They was in the house.
They were in the house.
Either that or you was going to have to break out, get on the bicycle, and ride all the way to the library.
Get it.
And spend half a day in there, Joker, trying to get a book report right. But that's just what it was.
And you looking it up.
Right.
With the finger,
but
no typing.
Barry White said many, many years ago that technology was gonna kill us. You know, and you seeing it now, you know, I ain't knocking AI. I think AI is cool for what it can, you know, it's evolution of cool. But it's putting a lot of people out of work.
Mm-hmm.
It's making a lot of things appear to be real that's not.
Mm-hmm.
It can mask just about anything, and that's technology.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really scary.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, if it was used in bad ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say though, but at the same time, you know, it's one of those things that's giving people different outlets too. So, but like you said, you know, it was going to be the death for us, and unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of that. And I go back to just like what you said, man. Like the communication part is just god awful. It's too many people trying to mimic the life of these so-called gurus that show you I got such and such, $1 million jet. I live in this mansion. I do this and I do this, and y'all gotta understand, man. 8 out of 10 times, all that stuff is rented, and you out here trying to kill yourself, not hanging with your people, leaving your kids anywhere to try to keep up with somebody who ain't got what they say they got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's the fun part about this is not just this podcast or my family channel. What you see in them is what we got.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you come to our house, hey, you gonna get a meal.
Yeah.
You know, we always
fellowship.
That's it.
I mean,
but ain't no plane sitting out there.
No.
And if it is, it's a RC plane. We're gonna put some batteries in it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Hey, you won't get a plane till it's time.
I don't
to go.
think. Matter of fact, thinking about it now, there's not a car in my driveway that has under 100,000 miles on it.
That's driving now.
You get what I'm saying?
That's driving now.
Expedition, 268.
Yeah,
My pickup, 125. Pathfinder got 109.
Yeah.
And my son's bug hit 200,000. Now, saying that, the part that people don't understand is, man, my wife got married. 2 years later, so 4 years later, we bought a house. 2008, the market crashed.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was going through it. So we've been technically rebuilding since about 2009. And it's 2024. So you're looking at a 15-year stretch where we didn't do anything crazy. We were trying to just live.
Mm-hmm.
I get a letter in the mail one day, because we done went back and forth. That's when people were selling people mortgages, like every 2 months. It's like we was getting somebody new that owned our property, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were 28 days away from losing our house. Same thing that we worked hard for.
Mm-hmm.
And it sparked something in you. And I remember, my wife looking at me, she got my son in her lap, and she said, "Do you want me to go to the court with you?" And I was like, "No, I said, I'm just gonna go down here and talk to him. This is what I got, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but we're gonna work something out.
Mm-hmm.
So that it triggered, it turned on. It said the go in me said, you gonna have to figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
So we went from 28 days and all these charges and stuff. They don't. I mean, it's just massive.
Mm-hmm.
To getting my house redone, and in that stretch, I made up what they tacked on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To now, we're at the point of being right at about 6.5 years from paying it off.
Mm.
But it comes with a level of, like you said, the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes you family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Because everybody got to be in.
Yeah. So I ain't just talking about, you know, my kids, they didn't know what was going on.
Right.
So you know, my wife, she was relieved, but she was scared. Hell, I was scared.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't display that. You got to, you know, in the sense that, you know, they say man up. Hell, shit, it was a man up period.
Yeah.
You know, I looked at everything that we had going on, and it progressed.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it puts you into a space where you went from nobody would even give you a secured credit card.
Right.
To now,
they aggravate.
You know, I got people sending me black cards. Hey man, I ripped that shit up, throw it in the trash. I know where that's going. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey,
you know what I'm saying? It seemed
that
but
long.
Right, and on top of that though, were you there to help me when I needed it? You wasn't offering me nothing then, there's no reason to send me nothing now.
I feel
you get what I'm saying?
I feel you on that.
I had to lean on, you know, at times certain family members or friends say, hey man, I might need to hold this right now, but I'm gonna get it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, you know, there's a few people out there that know, hey, you know, that dude, he stayed to his word, because whatever he borrowed to me, he brought it back to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a get on campaign that we had to do to get to where we are now. And it ain't like we live in a house to haul. But we got to clock in every day.
Yeah.
I'm clocking in. When I ain't on that job, I got 3 of them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether I'm cooking for somebody,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Well, my nonprofit work, I'm, with my football team, that pays me nothing. Right. You know, it just pay me in seeing these little guys jump out here and do their thing.
Right.
You know, so it's always something. It never stops. But you have to be in that mindset to make the necessary changes to get you where you need to go.
Right.
Now, that's just, that's going to be your part of the dedication to it.
Yeah.
If you want somebody else to raise your family and make sure you covered in the house, then let it like a dope every day, saying to the world, I can't manage and I'm just going, I don't know what I'm going to do and all that kind of stuff. And then somebody probably come along and take care of you, but they wasn't going to take care of me. And I'm stubborn like that anyway. So you're not gonna hold that over me. I know how to get out here and get it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what it's always gonna be.
Yeah.
I can never see me actually stop working. Okay? Whether this thing hit off or whatever, we become millionaires overnight. I'm never gonna stop working, bro. I can't.
I got stuff I like to do.
Right.
Yeah, because I had said that with haircutting. No matter what level of money I get to, I'm going to cut hair. You know why? Because, man, you shape and mold hairlines and beards. At the same time, you shape and mold minds. And
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Relationships. Because there's a lot of cats I've met through barbering that I probably wouldn't have met in another line of, not another career or whatever. So it's something about, and it's so crazy because if you take barbering the wrong way, you'll take it as if you're a lesser type of servant type for the community. But if you take barbering as what you're supposed to be, you'll understand the pillar that you are in your respected area or communities. There's an area that has rocked with me for 15 years, and that's the north side of Greenville. And trust me, I have people from everywhere, out of area and things. But it's like the whole root of it was, let me stay where my people need me, because everything's working where I am.
Right.
So that's why one of the reasons why I didn't go run to Laundry down other end Laundry Road towards Malden, or run to Woodruff Road, or run to no, because when your people have been faithful where you are,
yep,
stay there and calm down. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need a brand new facility. I need a nice, clean, comfortable environment where my family folk can come, get a haircut, chop it up, go home. And
yes,
we've managed to do that and have a nice, real nice establishment and different things of that nature. Shout out to Hair Workshop, Sheila Morgan, understand me, on the lookout for the cookout.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things I could say we did as far as, coming together as black businesses, and that was nice. All it is really, man, right now in these times, how things are, I don't care how you feel about your people, you're about to need your people like you've never needed your people before. Because times are turning to where if unity is there, so will blessings. See, the folks that are causing dysfunction and causing people to split and all that stuff, you about to start getting yours.
Mm-hmm.
See, the folks that are trying to unify, bring people together, are about to receive the blessings. It's about to happen like that. Because you got to see where we are in the pages. None of this other stuff matters. See where we are. You got to know what you're doing. Because everything that you do to somebody, it's repercussions for it. It's something comes back. You know what I'm saying? Because we're seed sowers. That's what we are. That's one of the things that we were given that a lot of times we abuse. You know what I'm saying? Especially when cats have a gift to talk to people. A lot of them want to talk to the women. Or a lot of, if the woman, she got game like that, she want to talk to the men. You know what I'm saying? But see, once you get into it like that, then your personal desires take over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now your gift is no longer used for who it was going to be appointed to. Your gift was actually being used to who you wanted it to go to. So you took the godly spot instead of allowing him to order your steps and make your purpose work and be big as it's supposed to be. You actually took over that position as if you can see ahead. We have to be careful with that. Stay to a level of humbleness. Yeah, you got to go get it, be a hustler, I get it.
Right.
But at the same time, you got to be strong enough in your mind to know when to slow down and look around. Then pick back up the pace. Know when to slow down, look around, then pick up the pace. A lot of y'all want to run full speed and wonder why you keep hitting walls and bumps and holes in the ground and all this other stuff.
Man.
Because you're not slowing down to look at what you're doing. You got to see what you're running up against. Slow down. You know what I'm saying?
You're so right, because I'm telling you.
That full speed stuff, you don't
But
do nothing starting over.
Hey, when I got sick
I learned that the hard way.
and hit that wall, dude, I remember distinctly. My wife was still trying to work. She was still working. Of course, I was at the house.
Mm-hmm.
Jay was about to go to high school. And I had been downstairs for like 2 weeks because I couldn't climb the stairs. But this day, it was something in me, man. It was seeing her come home, trying to run him to football practice. All the stuff that I was doing, now she having to take it over fully, like she was the only parent. Which I didn't move. And something about that day. I just got up, held on to my walker enough to get me to the kitchen sink. Man, I cleaned the kitchen. You know, and I was elated just to do something that she didn't have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it was all because I wasn't, just like you just said, that part about listening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even when my body told me, hey man, something ain't right.
Right.
Me looking at it as like, but I'm the grinder. No, I got to go get this. And then it lay you down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So now it's like,
Been through that. Yeah.
You know, now it's like, well, what you gonna do now?
Right.
You know? But it's just, it's built in us. Like you said, man, we see souls. You know, we gonna do that regardless.
Right.
We gonna do this whether we got this platform or not. Matter of fact, that's what we've been doing since we known each other.
For real.
You know what I mean? So
For real.
this platform can only help us increase it.
Yeah.
But it can't take nothing away from it.
Nah, because we natural. That's who we've been for a long time.
And then,
right.
and then using the part you said about, you know, people coming to talk to you. It is a blessing because you got to understand, especially now, people don't really want to talk. That's the reason why people get sick, because they holding so much.
Yeah.
They don't want to let go.
And a lot of people don't believe that.
And they don't want. They will not allow themselves to be vulnerable enough to tell their story.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do, they hold it. All that, what you say, it creates the anxiety, which ain't doing nothing but putting pressure on every part of your body. To the point, the body just cannot take it anymore.
Right. Taking on too much stuff from other people.
And the next thing you know, you down.
Yeah.
And sometimes people don't come back.
Right.
From it.
And you're an important person, or you wouldn't have the workload that you have.
Exactly.
You know, but it's like, put things in perspective, prioritize.
Because if you do that, you'll realize half of that shit ain't even like, what am I doing?
You ain't need
this
to do
ain't even me.
Right, you ain't need to do it. It's like, dang, I thought one led to that.
No, they ain't even connected, bro.
Right,
you just, you running yourself crazy for absolutely nothing.
You know, I just look at how many people have passed away, man. Like, and like all of this stuff is not.
That's crazy.
What you would call life-ending diseases. Everything is not that. A lot of it is cancers, different things like that. But a lot of these heart conditions and stuff, man, over time, first of all, let's just be honest. The food's been killing us for a while. And if you haven't changed your diet up, yeah, it's going to keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, life. Man, your bills keep coming. There are still needs in your life. There are still needs from your people. If you have children, bless your heart. You understand? Because that's another wing of the West Mansion. You got you're gonna have to get a hold of that, you know. And then you got a spouse. You know, you may be taking care of your parents. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying. If you're in a caretaker position, you know what I'm saying. It's like it's extra. That's you have to really just honestly shut everything down for a second.
Right.
And really look at all of the weight you're carrying. Because it's easier to do when you're always on the move and you never stop. Because it becomes a routine. It becomes your life. That's your cycle. That's your cycle. That's your cycle. It's like, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good at it. That's what I do. Yeah, because you memorized it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because it's what you do all the time.
Right.
But it's like, when you stop, you're like, why am I doing all this?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Or it throws you into a spot to say, can I do it differently?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully that'll happen.
Right.
You know,
you
put
like I say, it took me to absolutely be on my back and not being able to move to realize, you know, there's something different in here, you know. And I think that's always going to go back to me, you know, was that mindset moment when, you know, I got the doctor looking me in the face and saying, dude, seriously, if you would have tried to go to sleep tonight, me and you ain't talking. I see my wife just broke down, you know, and she like, why you ain't it's not tearing you up. And I was like, cause there ain't nothing I can do about it. Yeah. You know, shout out to Dr. Harry Barris, the people at Prisma. Man, that ER department, they got me, and that's all I can say is thank you, because else we ain't podcasting, Bubba.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? You would have never made it to the house to cut my hair when I was down.
Yeah.
So we realized those. I realized those blessings, but going back, sometimes you can sometimes you get too much time to think, and you actually create problems in your brain that aren't really there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it'll make you feel like you haven't been blessed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you know different, but for some reason it don't feel like it. Yeah. And when I get to telling the truth about me, people are like, you shouldn't say that about yourself. But that's all you look. I'm just being honest. Right. You get what I'm saying? I'm being honest.
That's the tissue paper though. They ain't made out of nothing.
That's what I'm saying. You like
tissue paper.
If you want me to be honest, honest about how it was coming through middle school, high school, looking at guys who this dude may be, we don't even know if he bathed. Mm. But he got a big gold handball on. He got some nice jewelry. So then he gets the girl. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It wasn't about me being decent or a nice guy then. You get what I'm saying? They look at you like, well, what you got? Yeah. Ain't got nothing to offer, so they keep it moving. You get what I'm saying? And I remember one time, man, I think it was like right when Facebook got started. And like you say, most of the people we were tagging on to was people we knew from school. Mm-hmm. And just had got into this discussion about, high school or whatever. And it was a girl, actually, she was, when I was in the 9th grade, she was a senior. Mm-hmm. And she said, yeah, I remember you. You had such pretty hair. And I'm going like, well, thank you. But, my mom always say, hair don't get you nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't matter, in a sense, the nice stuff about you. It had to be proven as to what you can put on the table. I wasn't the jock. You know what I mean? So that gets cut out. I wasn't the dope boy. So that gets cut out. So what you gonna do? At that time, what you gonna offer anybody? You gonna offer her the seat beside you on the bus?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't working.
That's right.
So it was what it was. Yeah. And I can be honest like that. I can tell you my truth. Yeah. Ain't nobody was knocking down that door.
Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, times was different.
But they be like, you shouldn't be down on yourself. I ain't down on myself. I'm good. I'm just telling you the story. Right. It's not
That did it right there. I used to be very quiet. I used to be the quietest person around. Real spill. Just show us I'm sitting here.
Boy, look at here. There is no time that I saw you was quiet.
Now, this is what happened now. All through middle school till the 8th grade, I didn't talk much. Right. I didn't say much. I wasn't that. I didn't want no attention from you, that kind of stuff. Gotcha. Because see, this is, and I'm gonna give you a little quick, 30-second background on that was.
Not the 30 seconds.
Right. So my people, had a farm. So we had like a boatload of stuff. I didn't know it was important back then because I was young. I didn't care about that kind of stuff. Because I wasn't paying bills, taxes, and all that. Right. So I didn't care that we had all of the stock food and all this kind of stuff in our yard. And then, we kept deep freezers and stuff. I had meat hanging and stuff. I didn't know all that. All I knew was that I got up every Saturday and went and got eggs. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the stuff I knew to it. Right. So going through school, I didn't have the same conversations. I wasn't talking about, like, Reeboks.
Shoot ball at the park.
All this stuff they shoot. But I ain't shot a ball. I shot at a squirrel.
Papa killed a hog.
Do you dig what I'm saying? Now, we killed a snake in the yard the other day. Now,
Yeah.
you know, we had to shoot him, but, you know, or we went hunting, whatever. But,
Right.
But it was like, it took so long to be a part of their conversations, you know, because when you're a kid, other kids' worlds look so important to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to be in that. That's why little kids sacrifice so much to be together. They don't care how much they fight and argue. They gonna still want to be around each other. Yeah, they could have just gotten into it yesterday. Like,
Right.
Yo, is he coming outside today? Or what? I don't go down there with them. Me and this cat might argue, but man, we gets down. You know what I'm saying? We get into some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's still my man. I can talk shit to him. You can't.
Right.
But and it was like, so until my buttons were pushed. Shout out to TRI High for producing the cat sitting here telling the story.
they pressed the wrong one.
You know what I'm saying? They did that, and it's like they made me realize if I didn't speak for me, the story was gonna be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
At that moment,
that's powerful.
When they made me realize that they were telling the wrong story about me, I had to speak up.
Right.
And from that point,
right.
That's how you met who you met.
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's the only reason why I was like that by that point.
Right.
Because I used to be quiet. I was very passive. Like, yo, long as did nothing blow up or nothing like that, I was cool.
Right. Till I see you at lunchtime. That's when it come my boy right now. Talk about T, you know what my nickname is, though. I said, what's your nickname, John? He said, they call me Soul Train. I said, why they call you Soul Train? Because I'm so smooth.
Hey,
I said, man, you ain't got no damn sense, boy. Hey, I'm like, this dude here, man, and the thing about it is, we picked right back up on the stupidity when we ran back into each other. I promise you. So it ain't no drop off. Nah. Ain't no drop off, man. And we still doing stupid.
For real, I'm glad. I'm like for real glad that they really, honestly pissed me off.
Pulled it out of you.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna give it.
Right. I understand.
You know what I'm saying? But they really pulled, and I was like, man, I appreciate that.
I think that was, and that's probably what the difference was, because I was probably more outgoing until I got to high school. And
okay. I was the exact opposite.
Yeah, it was kind of, that's when you really learn, you know, because, I mean, you growing. You know what I'm saying? You socially, you in the mix now. You know what I mean? You mixing up with, you know, everybody above you. Yeah. And, you know, as far as grade wise anyway, and it's like, I can't say I had a horrible time. You know, it was just different. And you just had to learn how to navigate the difference. You know, it was kind of tough at times, but man, I mean, it, like you say, it helped mold you too. Like, I had become, for me, I think the biggest part of high school for me was, we had Miss Kepley. She was I forgot what class she taught, but she stopped me one day, and she says, I got your name on the list, and I'm thinking something bad. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know, what's going on? And she said, we took a poll where we asked kids in the school if they had any kind of trouble, need to talk to somebody that was a peer, who would they come and talk to? And your name showed up more than one time on this list. And I'm going like, okay. And she said, so I want to offer you, you know, to come into, she was starting a club called Natural Helpers. And it was me, I remember Kevin Sullivan, rest in peace. I think it was Kayla. There was quite a few of us, and they took us to, what was it? I think it was Camp Old Indian.
Mm-hmm.
So we had like group sessions to kind of learn how to take in when somebody comes to us and say, and that was probably my biggest, piece of high school. It was because this thing wasn't like class, the class presidents and all that stuff was people voted on who they liked. This was the people, my peers around me saying, this is somebody I can talk to. And I think then it just picked up from there, and it's just something that stayed with me to learn, to listen.
Yeah.
Now it didn't help me so much as being a communicator, but I was a great listener, and I will give you my opinion. Married life taught me how to communicate, because I was not the best at that. That's something I will continue to admit to. I wasn't. So, but I'm a whole different beast now. Especially raising kids and not having grands. It's gonna make you not only learn how to communicate, but you're gonna have to have patience out this world. Because if you don't, you're gonna lose. Yeah. So it's been a good evolution on the first 50, but the back 50 gonna be a lot of fun. Even though I may be getting old a little bit slower, but we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, definitely. So, along the movie line, have you seen Bad Boys yet? The new Bad Boys?
Yeah, man.
You have?
Yeah, me and the missus went out and saw that one.
Hey, I'm trying to slide to it, man. I keep putting it off because I keep forgetting.
But
it's terrible.
No.
But I did watch Beverly Hills Cop, though.
Oh, did you watch it? What?
Nice.
They brought it all the way back, man.
Good job.
But I didn't know that
nailed it. Why?
The black girl that arrested him is his daughter.
That's his daughter.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's cool, but man, that should. You know what?
That's
I would have if that would have went back to the movies. I'd have saw that.
Yeah,
I'd have went and seen that.
That was a great movie.
Hey man, they would have so many classic pieces in there from all the other movies, man.
For real.
That but I thought, between me and you, I thought Taggart had passed away. But he's still hanging on.
He was tucked away.
So it was Bogomil that had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that was I like that.
They did a good job.
They did a good job.
Real good job.
I did a real good job on that.
You been you watch Power? Do you mess with it?
I ain't been able to just catch it. I ain't been able to get into it. I ain't been able to get into it since Ghost got knocked off, man, to be honest with you.
This is the thing, Ghost's not dead.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
We figured that out from all the mystery stuff when the ambulance showed up.
But and I'm gonna tell you something else. They gave it away. 50. I'm gonna tell you how they slipped on that thing. Every single person that died on that show that meant something made it to the autopsy table.
Yeah, he
Ghost never was on.
Yeah,
never was on the autopsy table.
When Kane got killed, he was on the table.
The attorney, when he got knocked off, all of them, Sachs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all of them. Everybody was seen.
Right, but not Ghost.
Ghost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he was affecting Tariq's life well after the grave. Now, some of that stuff, you could have planned for. But by some of that, it was like, I'm looking at you.
Right.
Like, I'm watching you do this stupid stuff, and I'm about to...
But the thing about it, I don't know, man. I don't
he coming
know.
back.
For me, I just couldn't do it, big dog. I couldn't do it after Ghost. And they cut Ghost out the whole thing.
But I'm all in. I mean, feel me? Like really, like I watch them all. Like, you understand me? Tommy Show.
Right.
Force. I'm on that. Like, I'm on the BMF. You understand me?
Yeah, BMF, between BMF and the Godfather of Harlem.
Oh, definitely that.
Hey, now
how far as do you think?
Boy, hey, bumping. But this season is getting ready to get real interesting.
Yeah, they need to
because now he gets to meet Frank Lucas.
Yeah,
and Frank Lucas ended up driving for bumping.
Frank got in too.
Yeah, but what I didn't know was they actually were kind of going at each other before they became what they were. You get what I'm saying? Because
he was ambitious though. Look at his role.
Yes.
Look how he came.
Man,
Frank Lucas came strong, boy.
But you know what?
They're rough, boy.
Hey, man.
He came from South Carolina. What was it North Carolina, Fayetteville?
Yeah, he from North Carolina, but Bumper came from South Carolina.
Yeah, Bumper from South Carolina.
So it'll be. Hey,
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Still running. You see that?
Yeah, the Dirt's still running.
You see that? Yeah.
But I had made a post about that years ago. I said, look, it don't matter where you from in this United States.
Right.
When they dropped you off, you got dropped off at St. Helena Island, South Carolina. So no matter where you go, you from the country. You from South Carolina. No matter where you go.
You might have made it somewhere.
You might have made it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But
you know what I mean? The dirty had to see.
Oh yeah. And with Bumpy, hey, I told him, I say, that's that meaning when they say we can talk like we got some sense, we can get into some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? And that gangster shit would have been Bumpy's world, you know.
Yeah.
So
got that.
Yeah. So I'm ready for both of them. BMF really done upgraded a lot of stuff. You know, like, you can say what you want to about what them guys were doing, but it really ought to be looked at as we had the power in our right minds to run systems.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what these guys doing. They had a system. It worked for them.
Yeah.
You know, and just watching how, you know, Meech's son is actually, you know, playing him, but doing a good job. Was always looking at the bigger picture, not just what he could do right then and there.
Yeah.
It was always a bigger picture with him, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm tickled. I'm ready. You know, I think Tariq pissed me off so much I couldn't watch the show with him, boy.
That's what made it good. Because Tariq's ways in the Ghost Show came back to make him into something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like his little smart, little sorry attitude he had for years.
Yeah.
You know, he gave Ghost a hard time all the time.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know what? After 50, he put that medicine in him. You know what I mean? He was on the kidnap trail. You feel me? He was like, "Boy, you know what? I might ought to start paying more attention out here. I need to learn how to do this so I don't get caught up again." You know? Right. But it helped him though.
Right. But I had that guy so fed up with that dude. I was like, "Boy, you know what?
Nobody liked him for it."
I said, "Boy, hey, if they knock him off, it ain't even gonna hurt my feelings."
For a while, yeah, okay. It wasn't nobody messing with him for a while. That's true. But man, like the crazy part, Raising Canaan, that's great. And even The Shy. The Shy is an awesome show. I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. I was talking to a guy in the shop, and I can't go into what the whole conversation was. I really don't feel like fighting those people because I don't even deal with them. But the guy, the politician on the show, kind of reminds you of what they've been discussing about Obama. The young politician from the South Side of Chicago, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually about to try to make his way to a higher either mayor or, you know, the governor type stuff. He's trying to get to that level from the street level, from poverty on into, you know, he had a little life of crime, a little brief life of crime, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To cleaning himself up, helping back in his community and doing all this other stuff. So it's just like, you know, we don't know of too many politicians from Chicago. Obama kind of jumps out, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm looking for similarities, you know, between those two. And it's just crazy. Like, you have to watch The Shy, man, and see really, the thing I was trying to understand was, but them jokers young. I'm talking about they went from a high school prom to literally different parts of the country. This cat over here broke out of clothesline. This cat, I'm talking about like these are all like 19, 20-year-old people.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are young. The only people that are older that I see is probably the parents and Emmett them, you know. But they aren't that much older. Hell, they 25, 28 at the most, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy though, man, how many moves those young people are making in Chicago, man. You know, I like The Shy. It's an encouraging
My
series more so than anything else.
my show is The Lincoln Lawyer. Love it from the movie, and then they turned around and made it a miniseries, and it's pretty good, man. You can check it out sometime.
Gotta put that on the list. I got that lawman, that Bass
Reeves.
Hot almighty, Bass was hell. Do you? And you know what?
The real long range.
This is what's crazy. Okay, how about on The Harder They Fall? Remember that one with Jenny Kingdom? How about the marshal that came at the end? Well, came in the middle and took old buddy away. That ended up going against the British actor that was running the other side. The guy that ended up going at it with him. I can't think of anybody's name right now. It's ridiculous. But the leader of the, we would call them the good guys, I guess you would say. Remember the ones that robbed the bank? Made the tomboy dress up like the woman, you know what I'm saying? So him, and like, it was so crazy because the marshal said his name was Bass Reeves. So that was the U.S. Marshal.
That when he pulled up, Delroy Lindo played him.
But that's what I'm saying. But the crazy part was how connected it put the pieces for me because I hadn't too long watched the show.
Right.
But it was supposedly based on a true story.
Right.
And but for them to have him in the movie, that blew me away. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Because I didn't catch it until I watched it again at the shop. I was like, I know he ain't just say Bass.
Yeah, Bass Reeves.
The
real long range.
And he was tough.
Yeah.
But but
the show is going in a little bit more detail as to what made him.
But it was the same look to the character. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The same kind of look to. I was like, dang man, that's crazy. But yeah, I've been.
We got a ton of our history out there. We just breaking into.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that's been kept for.
And that's one of the benefits of technology. I will say that because you can find things that you wouldn't have normally found.
Right.
About your past, different things of that nature, people that you just didn't know meant anything, who really meant a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I learned about a guy that made the first lawnmower. I'm looking like, dang, what would we look like without you?
Oh, what about the guy that we all need to be celebrating? The man that made the black man that made the AC. Patented the air conditioner.
Yeah.
The stoplight.
Yeah.
It's all kind of stuff, man, we've been involved in that all that critical race theory stuff, and they trying to erase it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to.
We couldn't get credit anyway at the time.
Yeah.
With our status of citizenship.
Right.
I mean, damn, we were property. Shit. I mean,
right.
Do what you can. You know what I mean? We were just top of the line. You know what I mean? Top of the line property. You understand? But yeah.
I just said top of the line. We were premium.
We're premium property. You know what I mean? Luxurious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So, speaking of my daughter, she is coming through. Possibly our future book manager over there. We're going to, present the opportunity.
Well, hey, she got it.
They blame it on me.
It's on you, Pops.
They blame it on
me. It ain't no
all
blame.
the time.
It ain't no blame. She got that from you. What you say? Blake Club? He talking about your ass. That's exactly what it's saying.
Hey.
Shout out to Bernie.
Yeah, man. Rest in power, Bernie.
What?
Gracious, man.
If I raise up, like that, gonna be trouble.
Right. If he raise up, it'll be trouble. I tell you that, but
all you do is spin records.
You don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. You don't get paid nothing.
That's it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, just man, all I can say is that we got to keep trying to get closer together as people, for real. Like, drop all this other stuff off Because the more you try to live like rich people in your thoughts, the further away you get from the unity in your actions, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can't chase both of them. You're gonna chase one or the other. You know what I'm saying? And if you chase the one with unity, all your stuff that you need will come with it anyhow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It'll be added unto you like
And,
that. So
and
just be careful.
And a note for me is
Yeah.
take responsibility, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Man, quit blaming your bullshit on other people. Man.
Accountability is top.
You know what I mean?
It's top, man.
If you know you had an opportunity to do it and you didn't, that's on you.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't be out here at 30, 40, and 50 years old still trying to blame folks for whatever you didn't get to. There's no reason for it.
Right.
You know, grow up. I mean, don't just get old. Grow up.
Yeah.
And change gotta change, man. But don't think you can keep on doing the same old shit and then be like, well, you know, I am who I am. Yeah. Okay, well, you gonna get what you gonna get.
Right.
That's the way it works.
And man, we need to start by honestly quit looking for the downfall of each other and start looking on how we can build. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is trying to tear us down. Don't help them. They don't need your help.
No.
Like, they have stuff set up for us to follow as it is. So don't be one of those people that tear your own people down, betray your own people. And I'm not saying you disregard everybody, because everybody needs everybody. But what I'm saying is, be smart about your stuff and know that if you tear down this, don't try to build nothing yourself, because it's going to fall. Stop being the person that tries to tear everybody else's stuff down and then want to build something, want everybody to support you.
Mm-hmm.
No, stop that. You know what I'm saying? Get to the
tough.
real of it.
Ooh, that gonna hurt somebody's feelings.
I love it. Need to. That's what our problem is. We're too worried about feelings. We need to get to the facts.
No.
And we need to really get serious about each other.
If it cuts you, come holler at me.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got, though.
That's all I got, man.
You know what I mean?
So next week.
Yeah, next week we on.
Same time.
Same bad channel, we on. You know what I mean?
All right, man. Salute.
All right. Love y'all.
Take it easy.
Peace.